What's up, Reezy Ninjas? Welcome to episode number 42 of Reezy Talks. Today, we have a super special guest, a good friend of mine, RJ Martinez. What's up, RJ?
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Not a lot, man. Just doing my Monday live show, dropping these knowledge, hanging out with everybody. How you doing? Good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Had a couple beers today, having a good
So
time.
you're doing extra good,
Yep, always.
always. If you ain't having fun, what are you doing with your life?
I got my boy right here, Matt, Airbnb.
Reezy!
Oh, what up, Matt? How you doing, man?
My boy,
Always good, brother.
You holding the properties down?
he holding the properties down.
Oh yeah, he has a
All
headphone.
right.
I can't hear that well.
Yeah. Shout out to my girl Betty Boop.
Shout out to my girl Betty Boop.
Oh, word.
Awesome. So, just a little bit of an intro. I'll do an intro on my side, and then you can tell me your side of stuff. So, I met RJ about 2 years ago, right, RJ?
Yeah,
2 years ago on Snapchat, most likely. Maybe like a little bit of Facebook, but then went quickly into Snapchat, right? I mean, YouTube to Snapchat, probably, right?
yeah. You're like basically telling me. You were telling me a lot. Like, hey, you gotta like. I
You
don't.
gotta hustle, bro.
Yeah, you gotta hustle.
This was before RJ hustles. This was when RJ worked at 9 to 5 still.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember he sent me a message one day. So I think you had started selling a little bit of books or whatever, just getting into Amazon. I don't know if I was the first person that turned you on to that or whatnot. But then you were like, one day you were like, hey, Reezy, should I quit my job? And I was like, I mean, I guess so. Like, if you got it, are you good? Like, you're good. And then like lo and behold, he was good. And RJ went into books a little bit. Then he did retail arbitrage. Then he did Shopify drop shipping, learned Facebook ads, started an Airbnb property, which he's still doing. All those other things I don't think he's doing too much anymore. And eventually found something that he really liked with merch by Amazon and print on demand t-shirts, and now getting into Etsy. But he's been really successful with it, and more importantly, I think he likes it, which is why he's focusing on it. So that being said, why don't you tell everyone who you are, your side of things, where you come from, where you plan to go, some number type specific stuff, whatever.
Yeah, well, so basically, how it all went down is like I was doing a lot of things and I was just testing everything out, and I just wanted to figure out like what was good for me. You know what I mean? Because I started first of all, we started doing remember we started doing Marshall's shoes,
Yep.
and I was kind of I liked it, but at the same time I felt like I was working at the same time. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I was like not breaking my back, but like, you know what I mean? I felt like I was working 13 hours out of the day, and it was something that I didn't want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So then all of a sudden I seen merch by Amazon. And as soon as I seen that, I jumped on it, and then I outsourced everything. And then I started have my designers do designs and stuff like that. And then, yeah, basically that's how it.
Tell these fools keep it down.
Get out of here.
This is a super professional interview, bro. This is the big time.
I know, yeah.
So, so let's talk about merch by Amazon. How long have you been doing it, like seriously for?
Well, seriously, I've been doing it for, we'll say 7 months. Okay. I went.
And what tier are you in right now?
I am.
Are you in the
6,000.
8,000 tier yet?
6,000.
6,000. Okay. How many shirts do you have up on merch?
Yeah, 6,000. I have 4,686.
Nice. What's your daily uploads looking like?
Right. Well, right now I'm actually still frozen.
I mean, normally, if you guys don't know right now, everybody is froze on merch by Amazon. They're starting to unfreeze people. Unfortunately, not me yet. But they do this every year to keep up with demand for Christmas, because apparently they don't know how to plan for Christmas.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, when I was,
You got like 40 uploads a day or something?
well, I think I was like was it 40 or 60? I'm not sure exactly.
It might be 60.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've been focusing more on Etsy because I just like completely forgot about merch by Amazon.
Right. Which we might as well, right? Which
Yeah.
is exactly what I did too. And I'm actually thankful for getting my, merch by Amazon froze, because if it wouldn't have froze, I would have taken much longer to get into Etsy. And after getting into Etsy with Printful integration, I made my second sale today. So I'm like 4 days in with 2 sales. And I want to say that was easier than merch by Amazon, but I don't know if that's like twisted because I learned a lot from merch by Amazon that also applies to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. So
go ahead.
Yeah, with merch, it's like you already know it's gonna kill it. You know what I mean?
The traffic is bananas.
Yeah, it's there. You're like I'm on track to do over 9,000 in profit this month. So like
that's amazing.
Literally, like how would I say that? Like
that's just for merch, yes?
Yeah, just for merch. So like F that, like get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I need to focus on Etsy. I need 9,000 from Etsy. I already know merch is gonna kill it. So that's nothing.
Right.
To me. So how I'm thinking
right.
is like keep it building.
Yeah, 108,000 in payouts a year is nothing to RJ. He's on that boss life.
Nah, but at the same time, I show some love. I show love and stuff because
yeah. Well, and just to clarify, he's not saying that like 108,000 is nothing. He's just saying like that machine is operating now, and he's building another machine, and I'm sure he's not going to stop at that. Like once he gets Etsy rolling, I'm sure he'll do something else. You know what I mean? Like the thing with Etsy that's really cool is with the Printful integration, you could do so much stuff, right? So like right now I'm doing just shirts, but after I get those done, then I have to really have to decide like, oh man, do I want to do tank tops now, or long sleeves, or hoodies, or like mugs, or like posters? Like what do I want to do now? Like it's fun. There's a lot of options.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like there's a lot of people making sales on leggings
on Etsy with Printful.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Because like you really think about it, it's like you can't. It's like something different,
right?
Like, you can't find leggings like at
not every print-on-demand place has leggings, right?
Exactly.
I'm about to order myself a pair. You want a pair, RJ? You about to come through with the pepperoni and cheese leggings?
Squats.
In case all of you ladies want to know how RJ got his butt looking so good, it's a lot of squats, a lot of chiladas, and leggings. They got a lift in the leggings.
Don't get jealous. It's firm. It's all nice and firm.
Oh man. So some people were talking about in the chat, where do you get your designers? Let's talk designers, right? Because you're not a designer and you're not making your designs, correct?
No, I'm horrible. I get mad. Like when I can't do it correctly, and it's like I suck at designing.
Right. So did you even try to design at all for yourself?
I tried a little bit, but
you get out your MS Paint real quick.
Yeah, it was horrible. I suck. I literally suck at designing. So there was no point in me doing it.
Well, at least you suck, right? Because then you could go to the next level. You could fix that, right? So
exactly.
How did you fix that, and how's it working out for you right now?
So right now, I have what do I have? I have 3 designers. So one's doing 10 to 15 a day. The other one's doing 5 a day, and the other one's one's doing 10 a day, and the other one's doing 5 a day.
Okay, cool. So on average, about 20 designs a day coming in.
Yeah, and the one that's doing 5 a day.
And since your uploads are more than that per day, are you not maxing out your uploads, or are you making like variations with those using some kind of software or something?
Well, when I was uploading to merch, I'm still uploading to merch basically because it's all in the draft. So I'm doing Anvil, which is the regular shirt, and then premium.
Okay, so even though you only get 20 shirts a day, you're occupying 40 slots.
Yeah.
And what about long sleeves on merch? Are you messing with those too much or no?
Remember, I'm still frozen though. So
yeah.
All in draft. Long sleeves, I'm not even gonna touch those until next year.
All right.
Yeah. So
you mean next week? You mean next week?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny to say next year, right? Like I ain't doing that till next year.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just want I just want my team to like just only focus on this one thing, and that's why I also hired an uploader for Etsy too as well, because like I just want one person focusing on one thing.
Right. So where did you find your designers at?
I have them on was it onlinejobs.ph.
Right. Cool. Yeah, that's where I hired a video editor as well, but definitely a good place to find some designers. What are you paying your designers?
They're not making no more than $2 a design.
Okay, that's great. That's beautiful. That's half as much as I pay my designers.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me jealous.
And then the ones from the Philippines they're making $1.70 per design.
Did you work a deal with them like per month or per like you like, yo, let me pay you for 100 designs or 500 designs? Like how did you get that down to 170 a design?
Well, it's crazy because my main designer, he's a little bit more like he's not mean, but he knows the game. So
Right.
my main designer was like, "Hey, we can get them for $1.70. I guarantee it." I was like, "All right, cool.
Okay.
Let's do it."
So you found one designer and he helped you find the other designers. Is that how it worked?
Yeah, exactly. And my main designer, he's like he's my homie. So he's like
Nice.
he like
Yeah, you talk to him on Skype and stuff, message back and forth.
exactly. He goes on more vacations than I do.
He knows what?
He goes on more vacations than I do.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's good. So what RJ just said about how his designer helped him find his other designer, I think that's a really good nugget because I did the same thing. Finding a good designer is hard. It's not impossible, but for me, I had to go through 7 designers before I found the first designer that I liked. I personally used Upwork to find my or did I use Fiverr? I think I might have used Fiverr. I used both, so I got confused. I got frustrated with one and went to the other one. But anyways, I ran through 7 no-goes before the 8th one was a go. Then they were like just 10 times better than what I had seen before, which was making me just lose faith in humanity. And after I found that one, I needed more designs. So I was like, hey, do you know any other designers? And she referred me to her cousin, which is now crushing it. And actually, the initial designer ended up leaving the team. And now I'm just with the recommendation. And she's like way better and has a better work ethic and everything. So I just think that's important for you guys to know that you don't have to just find one and then find another one. Make sure you ask your designers, if they know anybody else that has skills to pay the bills, that's in-house. Just like a good company will always put their jobs, the positions that are available, they'll offer it to the internal team before they just put it out to the public. You know what I mean? It's just common courtesy and it's efficient. It's going to save you some time.
Yeah, exactly. I also think too, with the designers is like if that main designer keeps on showing up every single day and is very consistent, that's very important too. Like because my main I also think too, my main designer, my main designer, he wasn't that good at first, but he showed up every day.
Nice. Yeah, that's important too. They'll get better, right?
Yeah, exactly. They will.
I'm the same way, dude. I will always choose work ethic over skills because I believe skills can be taught and learned, And the thing that you'll never be able to teach your employees is the things that they need to learn by their upbringing, you know what I mean, from their parents, like, just showing up. Like, do you call in, when your lips are chapped, or do you still come to work? You know what I mean? Like, you can't build a business off of busters, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he's cool too because he's like if I wanted him to get on here with us right now, he's loyal to me. Like if I want him to come on like the show with me, like
nice.
He's cool.
You're not afraid of any of these perpetrators out here trying to steal your designers.
No, he's cool. He's like we have a friendship, you know what I mean? So
yeah, you take care of him. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, exactly.
One Audrey Walker had a good question. She says, do the designers own the rights to the designs or does the person who hires them? And I mean, I can answer that too, or you can answer that.
Well, the right to the designs. Well, it's was it commercial free licensing or whatever you want to call it. He's like we have our own like we have our own thing. I don't want to say it because it's like more competition for me. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, for me, the way I have it with my designers is I pay $4 a design and I own the designs outright.
oh
So
yeah,
they give up all the rights to the designs. I own them 100%. And I think RJ got a little confused, but they're making the designs either using royalty-free, what is it called, artwork or different stuff like that. I don't know why I can't think of the word right now, along with royalty-free fonts or fonts that have been purchased and are allowed for commercial use. And just to get anyone like up to page, like for $2 to $4 a design, you're not getting original designs that are hand drawn. That should cost you a lot more. That's like artist level stuff. You're getting original ideas juxtaposed with like existing commercial free artwork, with little bit of changes or whatever. So when they send you like the snowman dabbing, that might have been like a commercial free snowman. Then they like modified the arm to make it like look like it was dabbing or something like that. They didn't draw a snowman for you.
yeah, that's correct too. I also have like a little spreadsheet too as well that says like I own the rights after you make this design and stuff like that too as well. So
Nice. Yeah, let's talk about spreadsheets real quick. How important are spreadsheets to your design business, and how do you use them?
so for example, today's December 18th, 2017. So I'll make like so I'll find like 10 designs that they can make better or similar. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah, your spreadsheet that contains, I mean, I know it. I was just trying to get it out of you, but a spreadsheet that contains links to existing Amazon designs, or designs anywhere that
yeah,
you feel like there's demand for, through your research, and you want your designer to improve upon and make better versions, and you keep those in a Google Drive spreadsheet and share it with the designer, right? They make the designs, they can highlight the ones they did with the file name there or whatever, and on that spreadsheet you have a clause that says you own the designs after they make them.
yeah, correct. Yeah, so basically I share it with all three of my designers and then my my uploader so they can actually get the idea of the keywords too as well. So when they upload it to, let's say let's say my designer, they see the design, they make it, they remake it, and then also too my uploader will actually see the link with the keywords, and then they'll try to make a similar listing to that.
So you have a column on your design spreadsheet for keywords.
With that, she's pretty good. She does it pretty good. But I'll put a
Are
couple
they using
keywords,
software or just common sense?
just her common sense.
Yeah, I felt like at first, when I first started doing merch by Amazon, I really was like looking into what keyword tools and stuff like that. And then after a while, I was like, man, this takes too long to look up all these keywords. Like, I know what needs to be in there. There's like, besides the specific long tail keyword of like what the shirt says, because maybe someone sees someone with that shirt and they want to go search it or whatever. You know what I mean? Funny soccer shirt, dabbing shirt, birthday gift, you know what I mean? In the keywords, like good for men, women, kids, like simple stuff like that, you know what I mean? But just trying to use a bunch of keywords in the title as much. I mean, you're limited in the title. How many characters is it, do you know, on merch by Amazon? It's a little bit. It's like 77 or 100 or something.
I'm not even sure at all.
Yeah, all I know is it's not enough, right? Every single time I'm typing stuff in, then it ends, and I'm like, oh damn, not enough, right?
Exactly.
Which is
Exactly.
crazy because like on Etsy, I think you get 140 characters. Like on Etsy, I'm going forever. They take me a week and a half to put in my title. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dang, I get to put this much stuff in the title. This is like heaven.
So yeah, exactly. Well, once, like, let's say for example, like if I get tired of it, I'm gonna outsource it. Just
Yep.
like if I get tired of uploading, I'm gonna outsource it. And
How much are you paying for uploading?
20
on,
20
on
cents,
Etsy and merch? 20 cents.
20 cents
Okay.
per
Do
upload.
you have a separate spreadsheet, or do you also in the design spreadsheet? Do all the designers work out of the same spreadsheet?
Did I give that the new designer? Yes. I'm trying to think.
and then you mark whether it's been uploaded or not in that same spreadsheet?
No, well, basically, it's like, how would I say? Yeah, well, I don't know.
And how are you tracking whether or not like designs have been uploaded to Etsy, or it's been uploaded to regular premium long sleeve coffee mugs on Etsy? Like, how are you tracking that, or are you?
Well, I'll just go in and look at it because I know that that design was made, and then all my designers will send me through Skype. They'll send me a design. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
How often do you have to have the designers remake the designs?
Well, if they don't make it right, I'll tell them it's horrible.
Right.
Like, but if they make it right, then it's good. And then
But how often is it not good?
It's very rare. It's like maybe
they're getting pretty good.
Yeah, it's like maybe like once every 2 weeks, maybe.
Nice. Yeah, so I have a spreadsheet that I'm using to track my designs that I got from Jacob Topping's ebook. It comes with like a free spreadsheet, and it's really nice. Like I mean, the book is cool, but the spreadsheet is sick. So it's like super laid out. It shows you all the different print-on-demand sites, like in columns, and then you have your SKU and like, did you upload it to this, to that, whatever, and different stuff. So what I started to have my designer do is all the shirts have a SKU, right? I only have one designer, but if I had more, the first 3 letters of the SKU represents which designer made the shirt, like their first 3 letters of their name, and then like a number. And I started out with like 501, 602, and they go through like that. So that's the file name of the shirt, and then after that part of the name, there's like whatever the soccer dabbing shirt or whatever, so you can find it easily. And then I store those into the spreadsheet, and then I can see not only like what the file name is if I need to go look at it later, but I can see, has it been uploaded to merch, in premium, in standard, in long sleeve, Etsy, with coffee mugs or like whatever. It's just because once I have like 440 designs now, so it's hard to keep track of it. And I imagine if you with like what did you say, how many designs you have up?
I have
4,000 or something.
Yeah, 4,686.
Yeah, with 4,686 designs, management becomes a problem, I'm sure.
So basically with me, it's just upload. Like I don't even
Right.
just get it out.
So I just kind of got paranoid about keeping track of my designs because I found out, like, I was like, oh crap, here's like, scroll down, and I was like, here's 20 shirts I forgot to upload, and they were like buried in my design folder because I was looking at it by date modified, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I accidentally just skipped like a whole pocket, and then above that was like 70 designs I had uploaded, and I was like, oh whoa, I forgot about these 20 down here,
Yeah.
Which I was lucky they were evergreen designs, because if you imagine they were like Halloween designs and you're like, damn, I paid for those. And they just sitting there, you know what I mean? Like,
with my uploader too, I do get on her too sometimes because she's a little bit behind, and that kind of like it does get me mad because I'm just like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, come on, like you want to get paid on time, right? Then how come you're not uploading the designs on time?
yeah, well, you gotta be a little bit of a boss, right?
Yeah, I gotta be a little bean sometimes.
What? RJ's good at being mean. Let's talk about niches, trends, evergreen, seasonal. How important is each one, and which ones do you like to focus on?
So for example, I think right now is unicorns, sloths. Wow, I can't even think. What's the other one? Come on, Reezy, help me.
How am I supposed to know? Rainbows? What is this? Your favorite kind of animals?
No, that's just what's making money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So as far as trends and stuff like that, I like to upload like 2 months ahead of time. As far as like say for Christmas,
So,
for example.
well,
You got some cologne?
in my room. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hopefully, this internet right now.
Are you? There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I think I lost me. I don't know if it was me or you, but I've been having some internet issues. Oh, pandas. Someone was going to say pandas was the third animal.
There it is, right there.
Pandas.
It is.
Kim, the OC thrift shop, she came through. So, do you know why those are hot right now?
Just, I honestly, I think just people can't get mad at them. Like, it's like, I don't know, people love them.
You can't. Can you picture an angry sloth or an angry unicorn or an angry panda?
Can you get mad at a unicorn? Can you get mad at a sloth? Can you get mad at a panda? No, you can't. Just, you're gonna love it.
Yeah,
That's the way I
definitely.
see it.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then how about like quick trends? Like you see something happens on TV or in the news, are you about to go like hit the designers up and be like, "Yo, I need 10 shirts about, don't kneel," or like those, like whatever is hot in the news,
Yeah, as far as that, it's like hit or miss. It's like you don't know until you test it. You know what I mean? But
Is that something you're actively doing though? Like every time you see one, you try and chase it?
no, I don't. It's like, I think it's just a waste of time. But at the same time, it's not though, because it'll blow up. It'll blow up.
Yeah. So you could either make a grip or you could make nothing, basically, is what you're saying. But in your opinion, I feel like what you're trying to say is it's hard to make a living off of trends.
Yeah, exactly. For the most part, I've been what I've been teaching people is like let's say like firefighter or police officer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, or doctor, or anybody that went to school, or someone that has a passion, or just in general, like if someone's making over $50,000 to $30,000 a year, take advantage of them, because they want to spend money, and that's just the way it is. Take advantage of them.
That's what. So you're saying basically make shirts that cater towards different occupations.
Yeah, exactly. But so for example, well, you want to make sure they're making, like, you know what I mean? You want to make sure they're making over $30,000, $40,000 a year, because they're going to want to spend money.
Yeah, they have expendable income.
Exactly. And that's what I did with the police officer shirts, and then the firefighter shirts, and I've been selling them all day.
Yeah, those are doing really well for you.
Yeah, exactly. And
Let's talk about throttling on merch. What is throttling?
Oh God.
God, he says.
Right now, let's see. Today is like one of the most horrible days that I ever had.
It's still going to be 10 times higher than my sales. I sold 9 shirts today. I'm actually excited compared to like what I've been doing lately.
So on Monday, I sold 82 shirts on Monday, last Monday. But this Monday, I'm at 25 shirts.
Damn, dude, you are about to cry.
That's just horrible.
Tell Matt to bring you some Kleenex, bro.
He left to the bar.
Now you really need some Kleenex. You got left at home.
I was going to chill. I want some Chinese food later on.
Nice. That's what's up. I love me some Chinese food. Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, throttling is, a lot of sites do this. eBay does it. I don't know if I'm assuming now through my experience with merch that Amazon does it on the regular platform as well. But with Merch by Amazon, they will make it so your designs are not going to be delivered in the search, so that they can control their work capacity and how many shirts they need to make. So, for example, they're throttling when you're making like 80 sales one day, and then the next day you're making 25 sales. That's just not realistic, unless like yesterday was Leap Day and you sold a bunch of Leap Day shirts or something. I don't know. And you can check if you've been throttled by clicking on your brand name for your shirts and seeing if they show up in there, or just searching for them. And unfortunately, there's not really anything you can do about it. You just need to hope and pray and wait for Amazon to get ready back up to capacity till they want to make some more money, I guess. But it is a real thing, and that's why you got to constantly just keep designing, because it seems like when you publish a shirt, it's less likely to get throttled, at least for a while, you know? And so I had been selling only like I was selling like 20, 30 shirts a day, and then they hit the big freeze, and my account slowed down a lot, right? And so obviously I knew they were throttling. And then just yesterday or the day before, they announced that, hey, we're going to start letting some people publish shirts again. And I'm assuming that affected whatever's in their system. They stopped throttling some stuff because I started making some more sales. You know, I made like 9 sales today, and I was super excited, you know, the most shirts that I sold in a week. And it must be because they're not throttling as much anymore.
Yeah, it's weird because like one day it's like they'll throttle you, and then the next day they'll release all your shirt. You know what I mean? They'll make your shirts available in the search bar. You know what I mean? When you search it, it'll pop up like you'll be ranked number 1, number 2, number 3, or whatever. But like today, for example, it's like literally gonna be the worst day in probably like
history.
3 months.
See, what I'm assuming right now is that like the shirts that I'm selling, because I sold 9 shirts total, but it was only 3 different designs, right? Multiples of shirts that I don't normally sell multiples of. And what I'm assuming is that the other people who have shirts in this niche that these shirts are in, their designs are still being throttled. And so much of my competition is still throttled in that niche. And so my designs are showing up at the top of the searches.
Yeah. It's hard too. When even like you lose your was it BSR?
Yeah, it goes
away. No, but literally last month I sold 351 of a shirt. 351
of a single shirt in one month.
Yeah, now it's like it doesn't have no BSR. It's gone. It's disappeared. And that's like,
dang.
Oh, man, that killed. Like it made 1,000 profit one shirt. 1,
wow.
Yeah, now it's gone.
Did you make a YouTube video for that?
No.
No, dude, write that down. That's your next video. One shirt, $1,000.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to. I'm just trying to finish this year off pretty strong, and that's
right.
That's what I'm focusing on right now with Etsy too as well. It's like my number.
How does your is the Merch by Amazon payouts every 2 weeks?
No, it's once a month.
Yeah, once a month. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I forget which day mine is on. I'm not sure, but like I'm much more in touch with my regular Amazon business, and so that ship already sailed. Like my last deposit or disbursement went out on the 18th. It'll hit the bank like on the 22nd. So it's like any sales I make on Amazon after the 18th, those are going to be on the 2018 calendar.
Yeah, so like with merch, it's like on the, I think it's the 29th or something like that.
Is the same for everybody?
I think so, like the 28th, 29th of this month. So in 11 more days, we'll get a payout.
All right, let's take it back a little bit. Let's talk about design research. How do you research your shirts to design on Merch by Amazon?
It's more like a freestyle, basically. It's like you're brainstorming. It's like you don't know what you're gonna find like each day. Get what I'm saying? Because it's like some days like you'll see it like it's in demand. You'll see like the sales rank go up and down. That means
right.
You know what I mean? It's in demand. But then like you'll find another shirt and then it's not even making like it doesn't even have like a demand for it. But then all of a sudden it just starts making sales and it's your number 1 seller.
Right. So what are you doing? You just going into Amazon and just searching, or are you using any kind of software or tools?
Well, I'm using Merch Informer right now, but I've been using Etsy too as well.
Etsy to do your t-shirt research.
Yeah. So like it's like a mixture of both.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, Merch Informer is a software to help Merch by Amazon sellers. It's $20 a month. There's a link in the description if you guys want to sign up and check it out. The best thing about it, in my opinion, is that they track the BSR of the Merch by Amazon shirts, which are not tracked very well at all by the traditional Amazon BSR trackers like Keepa or Camel. They just don't show up very well. So since they track it for Merch Informer, you can not only search, show me the best 100 shirts, the best 500 shirts, the best 1,000 shirts with no keywords at all, or with keywords, so it's inside a certain niche. But you can then look at the sales rank history on a shirt, and you could say, okay, giraffes punching unicorns, that sells 7 times a month. I think I'm going to make me some giraffe punching unicorn shirts. Either way, and then flip the script and make the unicorn punching giraffe shirts. Got to get your bases covered. Yeah. But why don't you explain to us what the Etsy research process is for you? Because this is new. I haven't heard about this yet.
Yeah,
how are you doing that?
Basically, what I'm doing is you can go in the actual search bar, and just like click on it, and then it'll like give you like a list of things, and sometimes it will have like Panda T-shirt in there, and then you go in there.
You're just saying like look at what the pre-filled stuff is on the Etsy search,
like the autocorrect stuff.
So like just type one letter at a time or something.
No, just click on it.
Oh, okay.
If you do it right now, like you just click on it, and then it'll give you like an autocorrect of like a list of like 15 things.
I'm about to go to Etsy right now and do it. And then you just go through and look at the designs, and then it's just business as usual, basically.
But because sometimes it won't even it won't even say shirt, but like if you see it selling on Amazon, most likely it's going to be selling on Etsy.
Okay, so I just clicked in it in Etsy right now, and this is what it says. It says popular right now, and then it shows you, and it says these are the different lines. It says 8x10 picture frame, Mystic Messenger, whatever that is. Doc McStuffins invitations, Rebel Alliance ring, 38mm Apple Watch band women, bass player gift. That's something you could make shirts around, right? For bass players, that's huge. Cat bookends, Chalcedony necklace. That's probably a brand or something. Vintage travel poster. You can make shirts around that. And unicorn wine glass. There's that unicorn we were talking about.
So, well, what I look for is just shirts in general. So if it says shirts in there, then I'll click on it.
I want to see. Can you put the word shirt in there and then just get suggestions for shirt?
There you go.
Yeah, you got that. So shirts with sayings, shirts for women, shirts men, shirts for dogs, shirt extender, shirt dress, shirt mock-up, shirts for dad. So these are all some of you should use these as keywords if it fits your design. So shirts for women, shirts men, shirts for dogs. I don't know if your print on demand has dog shirts, or you're just selling a dog themed design. I guess that would work still. If they're looking for a shirt for their dog, they might buy a shirt for themselves about dog. They obviously love dogs if they're buying shirts for them, right?
Yeah. Well, with Etsy, it's more of like keyword stuffing in the title.
Right. So, and what's up with Etsy? You can get away with putting trademarked phrases as keywords, yes, and not getting trouble, or what?
Yeah, you can, but I don't do it. I don't tell my
like what's the official policy? Like I don't ever read rules. I didn't read any of the rules.
Well, I guess you can get away with it, but I don't do it.
I wouldn't like, for example, have a 90s themed designed shirts and I put in keywords Saved by the Bell. Because it kind of looks like the logo or whatever. But I didn't put it in the titles just because I assume, that's wrong, right? But the keywords is a little different. I don't think the buyers can see the keywords, can they?
If you click on the listing and you scroll down to the bottom,
right,
you can see the tags.
Okay, cool. So they can see them.
So when you go on a shirt. So go on a Panda shirt right now. Click on it. Go to the very bottom. Go on to the very bottom. It'll show.
This is good research too, because you're going to see what is here's the shirt that comes up. The very first one that comes up when I type shirt Panda. I don't know why I did it like that. Says faux real, and it's a panda eating some ramen.
So click on that one, then scroll down to the very bottom, and those are the tags.
Yeah, you can see it where it says related to this item.
All the tags are on the bottom.
Clothing, unisex adult clothing, tops and tees, t-shirts, faux reel, faux
So
shirt, faux t-shirt, shirt, funny t-shirts, faux bowl, food gift, panda shirt, foodie gifts, funny faux shirt, Vietnamese, panda bear.
so where it said for real, that's where it started at.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's
where that one started. So the other ones are not keywords. Yeah, that makes sense because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12, 13. Cool. Yeah. So those other ones are automatically added by Etsy in any of them.
yep, correct. So
Nice. And I just started doing Etsy ads. I literally just text RJ like a million times over the last few days to help me figure it out. And so I'm running Etsy ads inside of Etsy. It's literally the easiest thing to do. A 5-year-old could figure it out. Like it's all automatic, right? There's no manual ads in Etsy.
um
Not that I
no
saw.
there yeah. No, it's all automatic.
So it's all automatic. All you can do as an advertiser is choose what do you want your max bid to be for your cost per click, and then what do you want your max of investment per day to be. So currently have mine set to $50 per day, and I've been messing around with 10 cents, 15 cents, and 20 cents. I haven't been seeing a lot of difference. Like I get pretty much the same amount of impressions and clicks using any one of those. So I'm put it back to 10 cents actually. But what I did notice was that my amount of impressions or clicks like increased dramatically when I had the more shirts I put up, right? So right now I have 60 shirts up, and when I had 10 or 20 or 30, it wasn't so much. Now that I have 60, I'm not getting twice as many impressions and clicks as 30. I'm getting 4 times as much impressions and clicks, which I don't know exactly why. I'm just assuming maybe the platform favors people that have more designs loaded. Because think about it, Etsy makes money when you make a sale. So why would they want to deliver your item when, like, if someone goes and looks at your item and then they go through your shop and there's only 3 things they might buy, or 10, But if you have 60, maybe that's much more likely to convert to a sale. And so their algorithm or whatever is delivering those shops more.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, with the keyword, like I told you, that with the keywords, it's like stuff the title basically, because like the more keywords you have in the title, the more it's going to get more traffic. So if you put like, let's say you put just dog shirt, it's going to get a lot of traffic to it. Just a lot of people are shopping on Etsy. You know what I mean? So
Right.
this is how it is. And then, yeah, that's just pretty much it. Because I have an uploader.
All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next show. I'm just kidding.
No, but for real though, just all it is. That's all I'm doing is I have my uploader, and he's uploading 10 shirts a day, and
On Etsy.
on Etsy, and he's
Only
like
10? That seems ridiculously low. Like you could do that in about 20 minutes.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like I want to build him up.
Right.
So once he gets going, he already sold like 7 shirts, 8 shirts. He's already pretty much paid for the month.
That's awesome. So, what kind of tools are you using? I know, what's Merch Elephant? What's his name? Is it Matt?
Yeah, it's Matt.
Okay, so yeah, Matt put out a video just like today or the other day that goes over some different tools that he uses. But I'm using a tool that you showed me that I purchased, and I don't know if he uses that tool or not. What's this other tool? There's like, I don't know. There was a few tools that he was using in there. So like one free tool is Etsy Rank, and that can help you find keywords for Etsy.
Yeah.
And then this other tool, I think it's $10, is Etsy Quick Lister, which saves you so much time putting in your keywords. And I talked about it in my last video. But there was another tool that Matt was talking about. What Matt's in the chat right now. His username is Merch Elephant. Go subscribe to his channel as well. Oh, get this, RJ. I just found out the other day I was talking to Matt on Instagram, I think, and he was like, yeah, crazy, that like I found you, Reezy, through Gary V, and then you were talking about merch by Amazon, and now I'm doing merch by Amazon. I was like, what? Like, I didn't know that I put you on game. Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
it just amazes me, like how, like when I was a kid, they would tell you, hey, you can change the world. go change the world, kid. And I'd be like, whatever, bro. That's just some shit you say to kids, right? And now, like, no, it's real, dude. Like, you can really like change the world. You can make a living, like, you know what I mean, like YouTube, public speaking, like whatever, affiliate marketing and stuff by helping people and changing the world, which is it's crazy, man. It's a really good feeling when someone tells you, hey, like, I did this because of what you told me, or like you, like I feel hella good that like not only did I help you out, but like now you're learning stuff and helping me out, and now you're helping others out too. Like, what is this? It's like a very positive virus that's infecting the world.
Exactly. Like, remember when I told you from the very beginning, like when we started looking at like Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and I was like, hey, look at, they're selling Donald Trump coffee mugs and making a killing. They're making
Right, yeah.
like $10,000 off of one coffee mug. I'm just like, check it out. Look at it. Now look,
Yep.
now look at us.
I believe we gotta get those $10,000 mug designs on stat. I believe what we were looking at specifically was we were looking at a design of it was like a pro Trump design, which is like, I'm not pro Trump, but whatever, I'm pro money, so sorry guys. But it was Trump, I believe, standing on a tank with it said like Trump like painted on the side of the tank, and like he's holding up an American flag, and it was on a coffee mug, and it was either an Etsy printful setup or like a cafe press setup or something like that, Shopify site, whatever it was. But it was like someone had dropped the link to that mug into the reply on one of Trump's stupid tweets, which had like, 10,000 people super pissed, like maybe even like 30,000. I don't know. It was a lot. And then, they commented like, check out this mug or whatever. And like that thing had like, 3,000 likes or like 1,200 comments and just like, like 150, 300 reshares or whatever. And you're just like sitting there like, damn, like from a Twitter comment, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
and that was before we were really getting into this, right? And so
Yeah, exactly.
it's crazy, like how when you learn stuff, like really there's way too many ways to make money online, right? And like you have to focus, right? Which is why, like, and I have ADD, so like I was thankful that merch got froze so that I could focus on something else, because otherwise I wouldn't have stopped, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's another thing too. With Shopify, it's you could do so much damage with that.
Right. So get this. There's a 16-year-old dude that follows me named Gabriel Diaz. Go follow him on Instagram, guys. It's at Gabriel Diaz, Dias .official on Instagram. 16. I believe he's a freshman or a sophomore in high school. And he started flipping books and doing Amazon, but he follows other people on YouTube too. So he started messing with private label and doing like generic products on Amazon, like not even white labeling it, just ordering it from AliExpress and shipping it in on other people's listings. Now he's making his own listings, but he's doing like $500 a day on Amazon FBA with private label with generics. And just yesterday, he was like, I want to try and set up a Shopify store 0 to 100 in one day. And I was like, man, you're hella ambitious, bro. But like, I'd rather be wrong than be pessimistic or cynical. So I was like, get it. You know what I mean? Get it. Like, I'm not going to say like, that's too hard. Like, you're like, whatever. Like, I'd rather be wrong than second guess someone's success. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just set up a Shopify store. He linked it up, I believe, with Oberlo, and he put in one product in there with like 40 variations, probably color variations or whatever. And then he paid an influencer on Instagram with 30,000 followers $5 to post a picture and a swipe up link in their story. $5. That's cheap for someone with 30,000 followers. I wouldn't give you it for $5. That's for sure. But and he sold over the course of 24 hours like $300 of I forget the price point of the products, but it was cheap. It was like around $10, and they were cheap products, like costing him like $2 each, and he was making like $6 or $7 profit each. So in less than 24 hours, he learned how to and set up a Shopify store, linked it with Oberlo, and made like $100 profit, $150 profit or something. It's pretty crazy, man.
So with that right there too, as well, is like Like if you want to get your Shopify store going, is Instagram shout outs. It's like that's pretty major. Like that's like the best thing you can do
Right?
right now.
Instagram has the most attention right now, I believe. Like people watch YouTube videos, but they don't hang out on YouTube like they hang out on Instagram, check it every 15 minutes.
Yeah. So because with Facebook, there's so much competition right now. Everybody's teaching Facebook ads right now. So and then there's another thing which I haven't said nothing about too much.
But you're going to drop it right now for the audience.
It's Google Analytics.
That's it, guys. The secret's out. It's Google. You've never heard of it before.
So when a person goes on, well, like I was telling my buddy Matt earlier, I was like, when you go on Facebook, what are you doing? It's like you're sharing stuff, or like you're looking at see what's like you're just looking at stuff, messing with people and stuff like that. You're not looking on there to buy. But when you go on Google, like you're looking on there to buy. You're searching for stuff to buy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now with that, it's like I'm still testing it still. And one of my buddies, his name is Michael. He's testing it right now. It's like he's launching all kinds of products. He has a VA uploading to a Shopify store, and he's launching all kinds of products on Google Shopping, whatever. So, and he's trying to get his cost per click below $1. And I really can't say too much about it because it's like I haven't.
That seems pretty expensive, $1 per click, right? Like I'm out here like I had my thing at 20 cents. I had to turn it down to 10 cents. Am I a cheapskate or what? Like, I mean, if your conversion is high and your product price is high, like it is what it is. But like, I'm just making like $7 a shirt. You know what I mean? Like $9, $8, $10, $11 a shirt. I'm trying to pay like 75 cents per sale. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly.
And I mean, I will like long term, if it worked out, if every sale cost me 75 cents in ads and I made $9, like cool, let's do it times 1,000. You know what I mean? But like when you're over here, like just getting started, like myself, like I sold 2 shirts on Etsy, but I might be in the negative a little bit still, just because I have 60 listings up and I'm running ads. It's like costing me about $2 a day in ads or something like that. So, but I'm excited about it. Like I see the potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's people on Etsy that are killing it. They're like,
oh yeah, who was that dude? You showed me a screenshot the other day. You posted in your group, I think, or maybe it was another group. But he was like, it was his advertising dash, and it was like super on point. It was like thousands of clicks a day.
Yeah, he was like doing like 20K, 30K profit a month or something like that, or maybe something like that, some stupid like that. Crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's how you got to do. You got to have a lot of revenue streams. Let's see if we got any questions in the comments. If you guys have any questions, make sure you type question in all caps so that we can get to your questions. Frog's Rule says he does 3 cents max CPC on Etsy. Yeah, I'm turning it down now, man. Turn down for what? Because I'm trying to save some money.
Well, it's all about like your impressions too. Like because basically you're gonna throttle yourself if you're, you know what I mean. You put your CPC down too low, you're gonna throttle yourself.
You're getting less impressions, right?
Exactly. So
what's really cool about Etsy is I like that if you go into the marketing manager on Etsy, you can see it will say on your shirt, 0 search terms, 2 search terms, 3 search. So you can see your shirts are actually being delivered to people because they searched for certain keywords that you used, and you can click on that and see which keywords that they searched for that brought your design up, So, that's a key. And maybe your shirts are getting delivered for a keyword that you didn't think was super important, and now you can delete some other ones and like make 3 variations of that keyword, like keyword shirt, keyword t-shirt, keyword t-shirts, keyword funny shirt, whatever.
Yeah, exactly too. Same thing with that too as well. That goes into Google too as well. Because think about it, you're doing like a long tail keyword.
So let me ask you a question. Of my 2 sales that I've made, I've been doing Etsy for almost 4 days now. Mostly just uploading shirts, and then I didn't know I was doing for the first day, so I had to retitle everything. And every day I figure out like something I've been doing wrong, which makes it better and faster for me to list shirts. But now that I'm running the ads and I've made 2 sales, it says orders from ads 0, right? So, I mean, obviously what that means is that like they didn't click on the sponsored listing and buy it, but the ads still contributed to the sale. Am I right or not, right? Because I noticed on the right side of your Etsy in your shop dashboard or whatever, you can see when people favorite your items, right? Or when they comment on your items or favorite it or whatever. So it's like so and so, Tina saved it for later, Tommy favorited your listing, like, and I can only assume those are because of the impressions, right?
Yeah, so basically what I've been noticing too as well is like you're ranking better because like the favorites and stuff like that. So your listing will rank better. And then also like when you're running ads, let's say your shirt's ranked number 1 with the ad, but then it's ranked organically like at number 7. So
Right.
when they see it twice, the chances of them buying it because they've seen it twice are higher.
Oh yeah, more screen real estate.
Exactly. So if that makes sense, it's I don't know. It's just like you run ads.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of like Amazon. If you guys sell private label on Amazon, there's like 3 kinds of ads you can run. And if you run all those 3 kinds of ads and you're showing up in the organic search, like say you show up number 1 in organic search and you're running a banner ad and a headline ad and a sponsored thing, and your sponsored post shows up in the top 5 as well. So like before you even go through, scroll down on the page, just like above the fold, you have 4 ads for your shirt, you know what I mean? Or your product or whatever it is. Like that's powerful, right? They are confused. They want to know what you were talking about. Were you talking about Google Express or Google Shopping?
so like I haven't even messed with it. So we're talking about Shopify.
No, when you were talking about advertising on Google to sell your products, were you just talking about Google Ads?
Yeah, Google Ads. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So with that, it's like I think it's Google Shopping too. I think it's the same thing, if I'm not
All
mistaken.
right.
I haven't.
Well, if you guys know, RJ's just getting into it. Apparently, he doesn't have a grasp on it. But if you're watching this and you do know, comment down below and help us out a little bit. So, someone wanted to know, where did you get that spreadsheet for merch? I'm not sure which spreadsheet they're talking about. I would assume they mean the ones that the designers work out of. Is that a Gumroad product that Jeremy made?
Yeah, he made the actual spreadsheet for it.
And what is he charging for that? Like $9 or something?
I have it. I think it's like $10 for it.
Yeah, it's super useful. I mean, if you want to make your own spreadsheet, go ahead, but like my time is worth what it's worth. So I'm not trying to do stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you realize that your time is worth stuff, like a certain amount of money, you're like, whenever you do, like, you know what I mean? You get good at figuring out what you suck at, right? Because you're like, let me try this. And you're like, oh man, like, oh, I can't even handle this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
let me bring in the squad.
Just like literally, like you have no time to be delayed or anything like that. Just keep it pushing. Like
Exactly.
it's like
Exactly. Find that new stream, get it running, outsource it.
exactly.
Ben Bamboo wants to know, what are your favorite free and paid for merch research tools? I would say that the DS Amazon Quick View is pretty important for optimizing the way search results look on Amazon when you're doing research manually. And what is that other one where you right click, you see all the shirts? Is that merch research, or which one is that?
It is merch by Amazon. No, which one's that one? Here, let me see.
It's the one with the little.
Yeah, it's merch. I think it's merch research.
Yeah, so that's another. Those are both Chrome extensions. Those can help you out. Trademark Hunter, right? That's free too. Yeah.
Yeah.
TM Hunter.
TM Hunter. That one's good.
That's a website that you use to check trademarks. What else? I know there's a few more. There's a cool. I'm actually gonna go look on my browser real quick and see what I got. There's a A trade. There's a keyword website that I was using.
I have a list of them right here.
Let me see what this one's called. Sonar keywords made by a company called Celix. That's free. I can help you out with some keywords, and also you can put in ASINs in there, Amazon Standard Inventory Number, and you can see what keywords are driving traffic to that listing. What else do we got in here? I'm just going through my browser real quick to see what else that I got in here. What about like for dashboards? I forget. Like sometimes I get stuff for free from creators, so I'd be like, oh, it's free, and they're like, no, it's not. It's $19.99. I'm like, oh, I forgot they gave it to me. Like, is pretty merch? Is that free?
Yeah, there's Pretty Merch and there's Unicorn Smasher. I'm trying to put it in the comments right now.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see.
Staying on top of it. Someone says, what is the best outsourcing for someone at tier 10? So if you're in tier 10, you need to buy your own shirts so that you can get out of tier 10. Like even 25. Like I definitely buy your shirts at tier 10 so you can get out of tier 10 and buy, if you have 10 designs loaded, buy one of each one. That way you can kickstart their sales rank. And even maybe if you're in tier 25, but if you're waiting for to be tiered up and you've already sold those designs, what do you think would be someone's best course of action? Maybe work on their Etsy store till they get tiered up?
Well, because I have my grandpa's account and he has 32 sales right now. Okay, and he started last month. And basically what I've been doing is just taking one design like out of the 20 designs made and just putting it on his account. And I'm not buying nothing, but he has 32 sales already, and we have 9 designs live.
Nice. That's killer.
Yeah, and the reason being that I wanted to do this too is just to show everybody it's like it's not that hard. Like you're making it harder than what it is. Like
right.
Just make his number one shirt that's selling is a taco shirt. And the only reason I did it on purpose.
Of course it is.
I did it on purpose too.
Nice. And you're exactly right. Like people make it too hard. A lot of the times people, they're in my DM, hey, Reezy, I want to get going on this. Like, what do I need to do? And I'll reply with like the most simple thing, like just start. Like, you know what I mean? Sign up and start. And then he'll be like I just gave him some gold. You know what I mean? Like, thanks, man. Thanks. I really needed that. Like, I'm going to get going now. And it's like, just do it, guys. Like, who would have known Nike had it all along? They were right. Just do it. You know what I mean? Like, the best slogan ever. Like, if you want it, go and get it. Don't wait for anyone to tell you how to do it. This is the age of information. There's an unlimited amount of information. There's books you can read. There's blogs you can read. There's YouTube videos you can watch. Like, you can send RJ a message on Facebook. Real quick, make sure you guys are subscribed to RJ's channel and you follow him on Instagram and join his private Facebook group, Merch by Amazon Mastermind. There is links for all 3 of those down below. I made it easy for you guys, so just click on those. Connect with your boy RJ. Look at that smile, man. He can't wait to help you out.
And it's crazy too because my grandpa's first payout is going to be $3. I love it.
Nice.
$3.
Nice.
That's all it is. $3. And like, you know what I mean? Like I'm hooking him up.
Real quick, does your grandpa know that you made him an account?
Yeah, he does. He don't even know.
He understands how it works. I'm proud of your grandpa.
He don't know nothing.
He's like, oh, you got that internet shit, grandson?
No, he don't know nothing. He's cool. He's cool too. Like literally, like if I want to go drink a beer with him or take him to the bar, he'll go to the bar with me and we'll have a good time.
Nice.
And then
nice. What shirt are you wearing right now?
Was it Reckless?
Reckless. Yeah, I feel weird. I can't be wearing no one's shirts except for my own shirts now, man.
Nah, like, hey, I don't like buying expensive. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even like buying my own shirts.
What is your saying? You be like, man, you're like, yeah, I had a $10,000 a month. I'm gonna go buy myself a new T-shirt now.
$8 Target shirt. Keep it.
$8 Target shirt, a white tee or what?
Nah, I got the black V-neck.
Yep. Yeah, let those chest hairs breathe. Let's see. Go back through these comments, see if we got any more. Someone wanted to know if you can approve them for your Facebook group. Dwight G. Apparently he requested. I'm sure after we get off the live show, RJ will go through and approve some people, or I don't know if he has people helping him with that. I have a Facebook group as well. If you guys haven't joined that, join that. Reezy Resell's Facebook group. There should be links down below as well. But I know firsthand that it's madness because you have people trying to come into your group and spam your group. You got people trying to come in, even though you have it so people can't comment unless you approve it. They're trying to come in and then just direct message your other members of your group. So like there will be people who have a Merch by Amazon course that join RJ's group and then just start direct messaging everybody like, hey, $10 to join my course. And even like super sideways, like, you don't have to pay RJ nothing. Like, I got you for $5 right here. And you're like, what? Like, come on, bro, build your own group.
Yeah, exactly. Just there, but it's like at the same time, it's like you really like after a while. At first, I was getting mad, but then after a while, like there's really nothing you can't do. Like you can't do nothing because they're gonna do it regardless.
Right. Yeah.
You can't
Exactly. All you can do is provide a lot of value so that when people do get direct messages, they're like, what? Why would I do that? If I'm paying anybody, I'm about to pay RJ.
Exactly.
And then they'll report their ass to you. And you just hit them with the ban hammer.
Exactly. Then,
nice. Yeah. Matt just said he approved everyone that applied, so that's good.
That's my boy right there.
Dwight said he wanted to know how merch tools work. Basically, it's just a context extension in your context menu or whatever it's called. So you right-click, you can highlight words, and then show only the merch shirts based on that word, like as if you searched it on Amazon. It will open it in a new tab for you. And I believe there's a couple other things too, like showing your lifetime sales on merch or whatever, right?
Yeah. You're talking about with Pretty Merch, right?
I think I was talking about merch tools. I'm not sure. Hold on. So there's merch tools, which will show you
90 days, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Correct? Yeah, it'll show you like the last 90 days.
Yeah. Oh, there's a really good, like this is a very important tool for Merch by Amazon. It's called Merch Lister Pro. It's not free. You need it. Period. It allows you to make profiles for listing shirts so that you can, it's basically in highly advanced text expansion. So you could have a free text expansion software where you type 2 letters and it writes out your full description for your shirts. But then you have to do it again for your bullets, for both bullets, and for the title or whatever. Well, with Merch Lister, it does everything for you. So it's made to work with Merch by Amazon. You type 2 letters, it fills out, the title, the description, the bullets, and also even picking your shirts, which like you might think it's stupid. You're like, yo, I gotta, press 5 clicks. Like, why do I need that? And like, trust me, you need it. Like, I would rather type DRK and have all my things, all my dark colors selected than, have to type, I have DRK for dark colors or GRL for girl colors, like it speeds it up. And it's all about, how fast can you list, 10 designs, or like you just got to get it moving, So like when I'm listing shirts, I'll have like 10 tabs open, I can only do 10 uploads at a time when I'm allowed to upload and I'm not on timeout. You just have 10 open, and then click upload, click the shirt, click next, go, control tab, go to the next tab, click upload, pick your thing. Okay, control tab, next tab. You just go through like that, and then go back. Okay, the shirt's uploaded, next page, control tab, next page, control tab, next page, and your cursor's already right there. And then boom, click there, text expansion colors, text expansion description, fine tune everything, tab publish, tab publish, tab publish, tab publish. Like just go through very fast, which is nothing that I needed to be told how to be done or whatever. That's just business as usual for online business. Like when you're doing stuff on the computer, you like literally that might be the difference between being profitable and not being profitable is like, what's your efficiency? Like how fast can you get it done? You know what I mean? Does it take you an hour to publish 10 shirts or does it take you, 10 minutes? especially if you forgot to upload your shirts and it's 11:50 and you got 10 designs to upload before midnight comes around. Have you ever had that happen to you, RJ?
Well,
You have uploaders now, but like
yeah.
maybe back in the day.
Well, kinda, but not. I don't know. Like honestly, like when I first started doing it, I woke up in the morning and just had designs ready to upload. So it really never happened to me too much. As far as that, like once I could outsource it, I just did it right away. It's like I didn't even hesitate.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, so I haven't outsourced my uploads yet, but what I do sometimes is like say, I just got back from the taqueria. It's, I live in a surf town, so there's like a taqueria on every corner. But and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to upload today. Like I shrugged off my alarm, my notification or whatever. So I get in there and I start uploading my designs and I'm like, man, there's only 4 minutes left. There's no way I'm going to be able to get my 10 designs up. And I don't want to miss any of my uploads because it's important. You never know what's going to happen the next day, right? Like they could freeze you the next day. You want to take advantage of your uploads. So what I'll do is I have just a quick profile that I just type test and it just writes out a bunch of crap and fills it out for me. It's not relevant, but I'll just post my 10 shirts quick as possible and get them posted so that I meet my uploads. And then the next day I'll edit those listings to have the right keywords, description, title, etc. That way I don't miss an opportunity to upload 10 designs.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like from what you just said right there, that makes a lot of sense.
Just get them in, stuff them in there, man.
Exactly. I've been on my uploaders a lot with the keywords and stuff. Like I've been on top of them pretty good. My uploader for Etsy, he's killing it. He sold like 8 shirts already, 7 shirts already. He just doing his thing. And then my other uploader for merch, she's doing good. She writes the descriptions, she writes the bullet points. She does a good job. So there's like really nothing to complain about. Just keep it.
Nice. That's always good. Oh, I sold a shirt. I don't know if you guys heard that, but I sold a shirt.
Money.
Did you hear that?
Money.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's always good when you're doing a live show about merch by Amazon to sell a shirt. That is my best selling design, which is I got 2 extensions on. Don't trip. I need to fix that. That wasn't 2 sales. That's 2 extensions. My best selling shirt is still this Father's Day shirt that I made. I made a Father's Day shirt that doesn't say Father's Day on it, and so it sells all year round.
Yeah.
It just appeals to dads. So I'm looking at right now what I never looked at, this Merch Tools quick editor, and Matt was talking about it right now in the description, and it looks amazing. So I'm gonna have to look at this, man. I'm gonna have to make a whole video about this. Do you have experience with this, RJ?
No.
I would screen share, guys, but I wasn't prepared to it. And there's like a lot of, if I screen share, I'm giving away my designs, right? Because you're just going to see them. Like I can't screen share and like only blur a certain part of the screen or whatever. Like it's just not going to work like that. So unfortunately, you just get to hear me talking about how cool this looks and I can't show you. But it looks like, let me go here and press the pencil and see what I can do.
You're unfrozen?
No, I am not unfrozen. Oh yeah, never mind. I can't do anything anyways, which is why when I click it, it just says 404 error anyways. So
yeah, but well, basically what I'm like long term. You know how Gary Vee says it. We're long marathon. You know what I mean? What I'm doing is I'm leveraging Amazon, Etsy, and then whatever else comes along, Redbubble, whatever, to actually start my own brand. So with Shopify.
To make like your own brand of taco shirts.
If you want to, whatever, I don't care. It can be slosh shirts, unicorn shirts, taco shirts, burrito shirts. It don't matter.
That's always good for long term. Speaking about Redbubble, I previously would be like, yeah, Redbubble, whatever, like even I would have been like, yeah, Etsy, like whatever. Like, I mean, I guess I kind of give Etsy a little bit of respect because I know sellers that sell on Etsy. Mm-hmm. But what really gets me going is that my 17-year-old daughter, like she has a debit card and a job and a bank account now. So she buys stuff online, right? And so like when a package shows up, I'm like, you bought something? Where'd you buy it? Like her friends come over and it's like a focus group. I just ask them all kinds of questions like, what's your Snapchat streak? Like what apps are you using? Like everything, right? And my daughter buys stuff off of Etsy often, and Poshmark and Redbubble. And she I'm like, what's like, why don't you just buy stuff off Amazon or like eBay or whatever? And it's like, she's like, oh, it's too hard to make an account on eBay and Amazon. Like, you know what I mean? You got to put like your bank account, like you got to go on an actual computer and set it up. You know what I mean? Whereas Redbubble, Etsy, other platforms, you know, Poshmark, you could make your buying account in the app. You know what I mean? Just like take a picture of your debit card, put it in, like whatever, you're good to go, and you could buy your item. So that's kind of like was an enlightening moment for me, you know. So for me, definitely Redbubble is going to be my next target after Etsy, because I know that, you know, my daughter is probably not the only teenager that shops on Redbubble, you know. She actually said, she was like, I was like, Redbubble, like you mess with Redbubble? She's like, yeah, it's a site where you could get a shirt with like anything on it. They don't care. And I was like, oh, really? They don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I really don't know too much about Redbubble, but here's a couple of tools for everybody in the description. Well, not the description, but the chat.
Yeah, Matt said they released some accounts last week and they're supposed to be releasing more in the upcoming weeks. Yeah, I believe on the dashboard update it said that everybody's supposed to be released by the new year. Dwight says, what tier did you guys start outsourcing designers? I made, when I was in tier 10, I made 10 designs and I kind of forgot about it, right? And then Father's Day rolled along and one of my designs sold over 100 times. So I was immediately, like in the next tier up, I was pushed to the 500 tier. And when I noticed that I was in the 500 tier, I actually didn't even pay attention to my sales at all. Like I totally forgot about it because I was like, what am I going to do? 10 slots, they're full. You know what I mean? Like game over. I didn't think to buy my way out or anything. So when I went back and looked, I was like, whoa, I sold like, you know, this shirt sold over 100 times, one shirt, and put me in the 500 tier. And I was like, now I can upload 10 designs a day. Like I can't make 10 designs a day. You know what I mean? And then like, and I also noticed that 9 out of 10 of the designs I made weren't selling. So I fooled around and made some Halloween designs, text-based ones. They didn't really sell very well. And after maybe, I'd say it was maybe after about 15 days of consistently missing my uploads by either completely missing it or like 75% of it, you know, I would upload 1 or 2 designs and miss it. I was like, nah, this ain't right. You know what I mean? And right around that time, I started to see how RJ was killing it. This was like late September or something when I started thinking about Halloween designs, you know, mid-September, late September. And RJ had just started making good traction and he was talking about it. And I trust RJ, right? And I know who he is. And so it's like, there's something that happens when someone who you know and trust is talking about something versus like someone who you don't know and trust. And I was like, okay, if RJ's talking about it, like it's real, like I need to pay attention. And that's when I started really getting into it. And I was like, yo, if I'm going to do this, I need to get a designer. So I just followed what RJ was teaching and I got on, you know, Fiverr, Upwork, online jobs, whatever. And I found a designer and started going from there. But there's not really an answer to that question. It's, you know, when you run out of time, when you can't keep up with it, you know, some people, they're in like mega high up tiers and they still do all their designs. So, you know, some people are designers. Hustler Hacks, he's a designer. Some people take the opportunity to become a designer. You know what I mean? So it's really up to you and what you want to do and what your time constraints are.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, and like with me, it's like I suck at designing, so it's more like upload, design, upload. So it's like I built a team, so I'm trying to take over everything.
You gotta. It's a takeover, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And you understand what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Yeah, bro, you're a straight Mexican. You can. You're gonna take. Si se puede. He got it. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean you
I
can
mean,
do it?
me neither. I don't know nothing.
I'm pretty sure it means you can do it. I saw it on a Disney movie. It's a good one, bro. It's a cheerleading Disney flick. I'm not gonna lie, I watched the whole thing.
Oh god.
Um, Alvaro wants to know: do you let your VAs into your merch account?
Yeah.
He's crying over here, guys.
Yes, I do. She actually she logs into my merch account and she uploads all the designs. So yes, I do.
Nice. You're not worried about them stealing your cake or anything, are you?
No, because like Amazon will like notify me if something changes or something. You know what I mean?
Right, right. But like, are you
So
concerned that your designers might just like leave you and start their own merch by Amazon business?
no, they won't.
And why is that? They ain't trying to think about that much stuff. They just want to be told what to do, or what? They're employees. They're not entrepreneurs.
That's kind of a hard question. I wouldn't like. Yeah, I don't know. She likes. She's real cool with me.
It's
So
also right. Like it's you know, you got to wait forever to get approved. You got to get in. You got to buy your own design. So there's cash investment involved. You know, you got to be willing to risk cash investment. And you know, don't forget that the designers are getting paid as soon as they make a design. And you know, we're buying designs from our designers that don't even sell sometimes. You know what I mean? Not every design that you get made sells, right? So what would you say, what percentage of your designs never sell? Like every day you have shirts getting taken down, right? Because they've never sold.
yeah, because I'm frozen right now. Probably about like 300 designs were taken down. You know what I mean?
Right, out of your 4,000 or so, right?
I was over like I think I was like 5,100,
Okay.
and then like yeah,
So that's just during this last period of a couple weeks.
yeah, exactly. Because I haven't been uploading, so it's more like if, for example, like when it's a holidays coming up, like I'll design like 300, 400 shirts for that holiday, and then that's when they all get taken down.
I'm getting a call. Hold on. Paul Shanger's mad at you that you don't speak Spanish, bro. What's up? How do you even talk to your abuela?
My grandpa speaks Spanish. Um, that's about
So
it.
you can't even really talk to him. You just hit him with a smile.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, I don't even like. My great grandma, when she was alive, she would speak Spanish to me, and I didn't even know.
Did you speak Spanish when you were a kid?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just take out the trash for her and stuff, and change the water jugs and stuff like that, so she can.
You always got to take care of abuela.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Texas Gal Treasures in the comments. She makes some cool YouTube videos, which are along this same niche about designing merch by Amazon, Etsy, and Printful. I just did an Etsy and Printful video as well. She has one that's much more detailed and like shows you the screen and everything. So I went a little lazy with mine, just dropped the knowledge. But she has an in-depth video. Go check it out. Frog's Rule says, do you guys worry about the extensions that say they read your browsing history that prevents me from installing? I don't worry about it. I don't know what RJ does. Like, I'm just under the consent. I trust the crowd. Like, if everyone's using it, you know what I mean? Then like, I'm gonna use it too. And I'm assuming that if it was bad, like people would have like reported it by now.
Yeah, exactly. With that, I know I don't know, like there's a lot of people talking stuff like that. It's like I don't have time for that.
Yeah, RJ doesn't like people talking.
They just talk too much. They like they're just being mean to each other. That's all it is. And they're
Yeah,
hating.
and sometimes people are actually they're like the designers of other extensions that are, and also you guys got to understand there's people that are online to network and to make money and to broadcast to help people, and then there's people that are just online like they just kind of want to do all that stuff, but like what they really want to do is like waste some time arguing with you over something dumb.
Exactly.
And it's like, look, like nobody has time for that. Like I said before, like I'd rather be wrong than be pessimistic or cynical. So like if I see someone say like they did this or they did that, like I'm much more likely to be like, good shit versus saying like, well, how many trademark designs do you got up? Or like, like whatever, like let that come to play if it comes to play. But there's no like, you know what I mean? I would rather commend someone and then later find out they were being nefarious rather than, how bad would you feel if you like said like you're probably uploading like Mickey Mouse shirts and then like later you find out they're not at all. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty, scandalous. You're gonna look bad. You're gonna feel bad too.
Just like you're taking the time. You're just weak, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing too. Like I feel like if you're pessimistic or like cynical like that, like to other people, it's gonna come back on yourself too, right?
Exactly. It's like I ain't got time for that. Some drama.
So let's talk about your 2018 goals. What you got going on in 2018?
Well, it's crazy because my uncle, he owns a construction company, right? And and he offered me a position. He's like, I'll give you the most easiest job on the construction
What, are you
site.
gonna be a $50 an hour babysitter?
Basically, he's like, I'll offer you. It's a union job. It's a government job. He was like, I'll give you $52 an hour, and it's the most easiest job. And I was thinking like, okay, so I can leverage that into something
Can you
else.
design shirts? Can you do your work from a laptop and in the car with the cell phone connection?
Well, it's just researching, right? Like I'm just doing like researching 10 designs a day. That's it.
Right.
And that's why I have a team, you know what I mean? But my main goal is one of my main goals
So if you're just researching 10, but you're getting 20 designs a day, how's that working? Are they taking off of your research and doing more research off your research, or what?
Well,
how's that working?
Because I do like I said, like I just start freestyling. Like literally I'll do like 20, 30, 40, 50. You know what I mean?
A day. It doesn't take long. You could find a shirt you want to make in a minute, easy.
Yeah, and then you just start, like I said, you just start freestyling and you just go.
What is your design sheet looking like? Like 1,000 designs to be made on it, or like 5,000, or what? Like I know that you sell these actual sheets to other people too, or they are in donation. I don't know. Somebody hooked me up, but it's crazy, guys. So it's like it's a ton of research, right? So it's like for me, it's worth it to buy it for like $10 or whatever RJ's selling it for, because it'll save you a lot of time. And yes, those are shirts that he's made also, but other people have made them as well, which is why he's making them. It's because they've been proven to sell, So I can say firsthand, I've sold plenty of designs that I made that I sourced off of RJ's spreadsheet. But it's massive. It's literally like, here you go, designer. Like, don't talk to me for a week. Like, it's huge.
Exactly. So I think I'm at like 150 links for the month or something like that.
For December already?
Yeah, for December. But I'll keep it going. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just I'm a little bit behind right now, but they still have a lot of designs to design still.
Yeah, you probably gave them too many last month.
Yeah, and this is the same, like literally
being mean again.
Like literally they'll check the on the day, and like it's the same exact designs that I'm making, and then I'm giving it to other people. And some other lady was like, it's like you're basically selling other people's links to t-shirt designs or something like that.
Right.
I just laughed at, like, I didn't know what to say to her. I was like, well, if you put it that way, yes.
Yeah, it's not like we're buying those shirts, we're just as far as I'm concerned, like goes back to what we were talking about time, that saved me a lot of time. You know what I mean? I could do 10 research a day, 20 every other day, 40 every 4 days or whatever, but my designer needs that, and I'm doing all kinds of stuff, especially it's fourth quarter and I still sell on FBA a lot. So like I've never been as busy as I have been for the last 3 weeks, sending out like enough packages stacked up that would cover the front of a 2-car garage every other day, like endless, like 4 a.m. Like my sleep schedule is screwed up right now. Like I've been going to bed at 4 a.m. for the last 3 weeks. It's not good.
I know you
But
sent me text
yeah,
messages
so like
at 2
to
o'clock in the morning.
pick up your spreadsheet, that saved me so much time, like, and I
Yeah.
even tell my designer, I'm like, okay, if there's Christmas designs on there, don't make them anymore. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, look on there for like retirement designs or like getting married designs or like all this kind of stuff that I think will be good for like end of December, January, and there's just so much designs on there. It's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like there's so much things you can, like so many designs that you can just like remake. It's ridiculous. Like I don't
Oh,
know.
let's talk about that. Well, let's talk about remaking your own designs.
So basically, so if you see a design that's selling, like for example, my shirt that sold 350 times in 1 month, I will go back and remake that design so I can compete with myself.
With generally keeping the same text on the shirt, but
Exactly.
different images, different fonts, different colors.
Exactly. So when you're going and stuff like that, and you just like you see a shirt that's making good sales, like you want to take over that niche and things may make like 10 different variations of that shirt or 10 different designs of that shirt and take it over. You know what I mean? Because if
Yeah. You might as well. You're going to get more screen real estate. You're going to get more sales because you're appealing to more people. You're occupying more of the search space. Darcy just hit us with a $5 super chat. I believe it's a Canadian $5. I'm not sure. It says CA, which I don't even know how much that equals. But her question is Tier 500 a good place to start outsourcing designs, or should you wait till you're higher? And I say yes, because I think Tier 500 is where it starts to get hard. Because if you're not a designer, you're going to have a hard time making 10 decent designs a day. And trust me, decent designs sell so much better than like super plain designs. Like plain text designs sell well, but it can be really saturated. And if you have a plain text design that's selling well, I guarantee I can outsell it by having a graphic with that text design that works with the theme of things and adding a little bit of color. People love color, right? It just pops out. So if you have the time or you're a designer, go for it. But if you're missing your uploads, you should outsource.
Darcy, right? Darcy.
Yeah.
So I think right now because of the freeze, it's it it's kind of hard right now, but at the same time, just do it. Just outsource it. Outsource your designs and just upload, take over every single platform as possible. Like take over every single platform and just design, and upload. That's it.
Right. And also, like, let's talk about scaling a design real quick because we didn't talk about that too much. And Matt just made a comment talking about, he says you should do more than 10 variations, probably 20, 30, 40, whatever. It just depends. So let's use the solar eclipse as an example. A lot of people made a lot of money selling solar eclipse shirts, and a lot of people did a lot of variations. So they might have made, they made a shirt, it sold well. So they're like, oh, damn, I'm going to make more, So they might have had 20 solar eclipse shirts or 40 that were all selling pretty well or whatever, or maybe half of them sell well, but you're increasing your sales, because only a certain percentage sale. But some people took it to the next level and scaled it super hard, where they were like, okay, solar eclipse California shirts, they made one for each different state. I don't know if it was every state or if it was just the states that were in the path of totality or whatever, but they made a lot more sales because they niched down and scaled it sideways, horizontally within that same design. And it's literally the same design, but just with different text on it, just a very little difference. And that's very cost efficient too. So I pay $4 per designs, but I pay my designer $2 for variants. So right now I have a football shirt that I want them to make one for each NFL team in their colors. It doesn't say the team name on it, of course, but the city name and the colors, and those are only going to cost me 50% as much for all of them except for one, which is great. And then you just get creative, right? So like I even heard a story about someone that made good money selling eclipse shirts after the eclipse because they made a shirt that said like, I missed the solar eclipse 2017 or something like that, So there really is so much opportunity in this print on demand business, to where there's not a lot of businesses where you can go, I want to make a shirt I want to make a product that this customer will buy, and you can have it available for purchase 15 minutes later, and you could be pasting the link somewhere online, like where people are talking about it, That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, with like scaling out a design, it's like you just gotta think, just do it. Like you really just like if you think about it, just do it. Like really, it's really hard to explain. I want to say, it's like what is it? I can't go because my son has baseball or something like that. I can't go because my
Right.
son has basketball. I can't go because my son has hockey, stuff like
Right.
that. You know what I mean? So you just keep on going. So you want to wipe out all the sports.
Right. And then even inside of that, right? Like maybe the basketball one sells really well. So then you're like, okay, now let's restyle this one to have colors maybe in NBA team colors, because a lot of basketball leagues, they use those colorways, or maybe you're just targeting different high school colors or whatever it is, right? So I even seen a shirt that was like, people were making shirts that were soccer shirts, girl dabbing soccer shirts, and they also had boy dabbing soccer shirts. But then they also had ones with jersey numbers on them, like 00 all the way to like 30. And so they were targeting boys or girls that played soccer that thought a dab shirt was cool or whatever, but they could get it with their number on it. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. You could do so much. It's like yeah. That's another thing too with outsourcing. When you build a design team, that's the power.
Man, so I gotta address this real quick. Matt is in the chat, Merch Elephant.
Uh-oh.
What? That is crazy, man. Like, yo, I missed the bus. Who knows? We'll see if he comes back. That seems pretty crazy to me, to still be selling those shirts that late in the game. I think we lost you for a second. We lost me for a second. We lost me.
You're good. You're good.
I think my wife is probably watching Mr. Bean again. Rosa really likes Mr. Bean. And last time, I'm going to be honest, last time I had a glitch on my live stream, I came out and I was like, she was watching something. And I was like, I told you not to be streaming anything, like no Netflix. And she's like, oh, I'm watching YouTube. Come on, bro. All for Mr. Bean. He ain't that funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
With that's basically what I'm teaching. I want to teach people too, is just like with Shopify, because that's like one of my favorite things. Once I get there, though, you know what I mean. There's people that are killing it, just like doing 2 million a month, 3 million a month.
Right. Yeah. So making so much that it almost doesn't seem real to me. Exactly. And like I said, I don't know those people, so it's hard for me to believe it's real. But if RJ told me he was making $10,000 a month on Shopify, I would know it would be real, which is important for me to. I value information from people I trust much more than people that I don't even know who they are.
Exactly, because well, I share a lot with you, so it's like it's cool. It's like, you know what I mean.
Are you still doing that Shopify setup you had with that Facebook group? Not that I'm gonna like drop the details in here, but I remember you were talking about it.
No.
What happened? You had like a nice. It was in the football niche. You had a page going.
Not even. No. I'm not doing that no more.
Not. It's just kicking it.
Yeah, I have a watch. Was it fan page? It's like 30,000 people are following it.
For watches. Nice.
Can do some.
And are you dropping Shopify links in there or what?
No, nothing. I'm not doing nothing right now. I'm
just growing it out.
Yeah, well, basically, I just want merch, Etsy, and then we're gonna build from there. Like,
what kind of stuff are you putting into that group to stimulate it?
Nothing right now, but mostly videos. So videos on Facebook are the most powerful thing that you can do.
But what videos are you putting in there?
Nothing right now. Nothing at all.
How did you grow it that big already?
It was like one of my first Shopify stores. And
you rebranded it then.
Yeah, it was like a year ago, and I was just messing around, and then
Right.
I sold one watch. Let me see. What up? Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it right here.
Yeah. I was actually contacted recently by a watch company, and they wanted me to promote their brand on my YouTube channel, and but they didn't want to pay me. They just wanted to give me a free watch, and I'm not going to say the name because that would be promoting them. But I was like, "Yo, I wear Apple watches. Cough up some change, and we'll consider it." And they weren't about their paper, so they didn't get it.
So this watch right here on Etsy. Can you see if you can see it?
Kind of.
So this watch right here on did I say Etsy?
You did say Etsy.
I mean AliExpress.
Mm-hmm.
Is it $2 or something like that? But I was selling it free plus shipping, and I sold it probably about this is a stupid number. It was like 10,000.
10,000 times
Yeah.
on that through the Facebook group using Shopify.
Mm-hmm.
And then how did you make video content for that? Did you hire someone?
Actually, it was just a picture, and it got over like 5,000 shares.
What price point did you sell it at?
$9.99.
$9.99.
$10, and
So what's your profit on that? Like a few bucks?
Yeah, it was like $4 or $5.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And then there was
And you're not doing that anymore?
no, because I messed up my Facebook pixel, so they banned one of my accounts. So I spent like $30,000 on advertisement, and yeah, it's wiped out because
Dang.
I messed up. I messed up on I had a video from YouTube, and then I didn't own the rights to the music on there.
They got you, bro.
That was my fault though. Lesson learned.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
There's another one.
Another one.
Yeah, another one. And that one, it's the same. It's the same. This one's leather. This one's like brass, but at the same time, it's they both look exactly the same almost. But hey, same price. They're cheap watches, but
Nice.
$3, $4.
Yeah, you intrigue me a lot because you're a super fast mover, right? Like you're hungry. You're super hungry. Like when you want something, you just go and get it and you learn about it. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna try this. And I'm like, whoa, like 3 days later, you're like, I'm doing this. I'm like, damn, you're doing it already? Like, and so it's super awesome to be connected with you and like just to be able to ask you questions and have you help me out. And now you're doing your own social media thing with your Facebook group and your YouTube channel and helping others out, which is really awesome. Someone said, what is the paid influencer service again? I don't think we were talking about that, were we?
No.
I don't even know what that is. Some kind of index of influencers.
Yeah.
Just go on Instagram, look up hashtags in whatever niche you're at, find people, look at the top posts. So like type hashtag soccer or whatever,
Exactly.
and then go look at the top posts, and those are generally going to be from people that have some kind of following. Look how many followers they have. Based on how many followers they have, you can assume they're an influencer or not. And depending on what you're willing to offer them, you know what I mean? Maybe start with the people that only have 10,000 followers, 15, 20, 30, whatever you can afford. So my friend actually got Gabriel Diaz, the 16-year-old hustler. He got a swipe up link in story for $5 yesterday. He said he had to negotiate pretty hard for it. That's a really good deal for someone with 30,000 followers. But it just goes to show what you can do. Generally I would say that would probably cost anywhere from, $30 to $50 or something, but it just depends on what people are willing to. Everyone has a different price, right? So get on those hashtags, check out the top posts, find those influencers in your niche, and yeah, you can get some advertising like that. I'm excited to see the future of RJ once he gets, Etsy figured. Once you get the print on demand like fully figured out, like where you're going to take it, because all these things that you've been messing with lately tie together really well with the Shopify, with the Facebook ads. Like I know people that are killing it on Shopify and they're transitioning into print on demand products because they're making like $300, $800 a day profit on Shopify, but they're storing products, they're shipping products, they're drop shipping products, and all those things come with different hassles. Storing products sucks, shipping products sucks, drop shipping sucks. You get a lot of complaints from your customers saying, "Where's my items? Takes forever," But print on demand, if the fulfillment is on point, you know what I mean? That is a beautiful thing. You're not storing any products, the fulfillment's on point. Like, you're not shipping anything. You ain't got no employees to worry about, So just can't wait to see what you do in the future, and then copy you.
No, exactly. But at the same time, that's why I say it's like just build a team. Like, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just build a team for yourself, and then like I'll hit up one of my designers right now. Like, hey, make this design, and they'll make it. That's simple.
How important is Amazon ads to your sales on Merch by Amazon? Because I'm still not in the game with the AMS ads. It's pissing me off. I need to like get a domain so I can have a domain email. They won't let me in without like a domain email that matches the brand that I'm applying for. So I don't know why it's being so hard for me.
I always like, basically, if I make a sale on a shirt, I'm gonna run a AMS ad, and every single sale that I get, I'll keep it in that niche. So if a panda shirt, I'll just put panda shirt. I don't even care what type of panda shirt it is. As long as it's like a panda shirt, I'm gonna put panda shirt. Christmas shirt, Christmas shirt.
For manual keyword targeting? Or are you running automatic?
Automatic. So $5.25.
$5 a day with a 25-cent max CPC bid.
Exactly. That's it. Real simple.
Nice. And that's probably helping you out a lot.
Well, not today.
Not today, guys. Not today, Satan.
I'm at 28 shirts. 28 shirts sold today.
Yeah, and that's the worst day ever for RJ. He's about to quit.
Yeah, it's horrible. This is like
that's why you didn't go out to party, huh?
My buddies.
You don't deserve it, do you?
My buddies all went to the bar. They're like, "See you later, man." I'm just like, "All right, go. See you later,
punishment."
Yeah, they're all there right now. They're having a good time. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna eat some Chinese food and call it a night later on.
Nice. What's the best way people can get a hold of you? Is it Instagram? Is it Twitter? Is it Facebook Messenger?
Facebook Messenger. You can message me. Yeah, or
post in the group and tag you in it.
Yeah, post in the group, tag me in it, or Instagram. Yeah, if you guys want to just any just get a hold of me, tag me,
get at me.
Exactly.
Awesome. So who would you like to see me interview on the show that could provide some value to you? Like if I was interviewing, who would you watch? You know what I mean? Who you want to see me interview?
I would like you. He's hiding in the shell. His name is Frank.
Oh, Frank Toops?
Yep, Toops.
Frank
Call him Toopy. Call him Toopy.
Yep, got him.
He sent me a Snapchat the other day of $181,000 payout.
Damn!
Weeks.
Call Frank the shoe god. He's a shoe god.
He's killing it. And then he sent me a screenshot of all his routes for his shoes. I was
Madness.
Like, dang, man. So he's gonna hire. He said he's gonna hire a second person, a second shopper.
Nice.
Help him. Yeah, he's killing it.
He got his warehouse going, so he's killing it.
Yeah, that's my right there.
And then I ask everyone this, but let's say you had a time machine. You can go back to when you first started Amazon. What would you tell yourself? Like, what's one tip that would really help you out? What would you tell yourself?
The most important thing that I learned this year was it's patience, but not only that, it is going to be outsourcing. Because like, if I want to accomplish my goals, I ain't gonna be able to do it by myself. That's for sure. Like if
Right.
my most important goal is to be a millionaire. That's just a goal that I want to accomplish, and I ain't gonna be able to do that by myself. That's for sure. And I'm not gonna be able to do it with just 2 people.
Right.
I need a team. Even hey, Gary Vee says those what do he say? He's like one of the smartest, like if you get good looking people around you, it's a smart advertisement too.
What does he say? He says audit your circle or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. But if you get like good looking people around you, like say for shirts, like design like shirts, if you get like a hot girl wearing a shirt, you know what I mean? It just all plays into, I don't even know what I'm saying.
Yeah, RJ's had a few drinks tonight, guys. He almost canceled the show tonight.
All right.
No, you kick all your shirts down to your homies though, right? You buy your shirts and then give them to your homies and have them wear them out.
That's the love right there. And then
then they Instagram it, and then it's all good from there.
And then make the girls laugh too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's up? And then I give it to all my homies and stuff, and they're having a good time. We're all having a good time. I don't even wear my own shirt sometimes. I just give it to them.
Yeah, it's cool though, right? You know, at least like it's not a terrible shirt if they're willing to wear it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then it gets me happy too because they like to wear it. They want to wear it. So that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? It's a good.
White wants to know where he could get the spreadsheet. If you go into RJ's group, Merch by Amazon Masterminds, which there's a link down below to get into the group and ask for the designer spreadsheet, I'm sure Jeremy Manuel will send you a link to it. Just tag Jeremy Manuel or RJ, and they'll drop out the sky and deliver.
It's in the pin post. It's in the
pin posts.
Something like that, whatever you want to call it.
Awesome, dude. Hey, well, it's been really good having you on the show, man. We got one thing we say around here. You know what the motto is?
What is it?
If you ain't flipping,
you slipping?
Yep, you slipping, baby. You got to be flipping some way, right?
Yep, always.
Awesome, dude. Well, thanks for being on the show, man. I'll probably be talking to you in the next couple of days, like always. Keep making good content, man. Don't slow down on your YouTube videos. I want to see some Airbnb videos, man. Start dropping some Airbnb knowledge. We didn't even talk about it, but RJ does Airbnb too. That's another episode, though.
The refrigerator broke.
The refrigerator broke. That sounds like the title of a YouTube video, bro.
That's horrible.
The refrigerator broke. Airbnb tips.
So we booked our second house. It was $331 for the night. That was our first booking.
Oh, nice. So I know you purchased your own thing for one time and had a little party there with your boys. Did that help you with your ranking?
Yes.
What was the results on that?
It did, because we got like 2 more after that, but
You went from page 12 to page what?
I haven't even checked it yet, but it did though, because we got a few more bookings on it.
Awesome.
And,
all right, guys. Well,
yeah,
that's awesome. And you got like nice little decorations and stuff. But so if you guys want to connect with RJ, please do so. There's links down below: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook group. Help him out. He wants to help you. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. And coming soon, we'll probably catch up and do a Airbnb video. Also, you have a conference coming up in LA. When is that?
January 26th.
He beat me to the punch, and the student is having a conference before the master is having a conference.
I'll see you there.
Yeah, be there. No, I'm speaking at the conference. It's January 26th, you said?
Yes, January 26th.
And how can people buy tickets to get there? Or it's already sold out?
Yeah, it's already sold out. It's already gone.
So you can't buy no tickets. You can buy the videos, and that's it. Maybe you can just show up at the hotel lobby at the bar and catch some knowledge after the conference. That'd be your best bet, really.
Yeah.
But what's it? It's called Merchella, right?
Merchella, yeah.
Yeah, that's an awesome name, dude. I can't wait to see you at the conference, man. Thanks for being on the show, like I said, and I'll see you on the next one, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, peace out, bro.